Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, the honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Milestone that doing it well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect, the all-elected, the one-third. Shalom. This is Brother Dawadah for the GMS Detroit camp, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, and today, this will be another in transit, and the topic of this video will be a scripture in the book of Psalms where it says, for a day in thy courts are better than 1,000. All right? For a day in thy courts are better than 1,000. Okay? And I remember when I first heard the scripture get brought out, I believe it was by the elder Kazak from Mississippi. All right? And it always stuck with me. All right? Because this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting to be in the courts of the Lord, which is in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? So what did King David say? He said, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. So one day in the kingdom of heaven is going to be better than 1,000 of your best days on this side. Better than 1,000 of our best days on this side. And every once in a while we have one of those days where, we're happy, we're in good spirits. The demons ain't messing with us, And, our children are, they're peaceable, and, our woman ain't giving us any problems. She's probably rubbing your back, rubbing your feet, made you some food. So every once in a while we have a day like that. It's your off day, you got your feet kicked up, your favorite sports team is winning. You turn on a game and you kicking all kinds of butt in the video game. You're just doing great, doing lovely. Every once in a while we have a day like that. If you were to go out, people smiling at you, holding the door open for you. Just one of those good days, basically. But King David said a day in the kingdom is better than even that. One day in the kingdom is better than 1,000 of our great days on this side. 1,000 of them. So just how beautiful is that kingdom going to be? It's a permanent vacation. Not like how Esau has it where you get a 1-week vacation, Here it is, you didn't work the year. You've worked the majority of the year, and he only gives you 7 days off, if that. It's madness. But you see, the kingdom, when we get to our permanent vacation, is going to be just that, a permanent vacation. That's why it says in the book of Hebrews, the 4th chapter, Hebrews 4, and I think verse 7, it says, and there remaineth the rest for the people of the Most High. See? So when is that rest going to come? In the kingdom of heaven. Because America, this place is not our rest. Micah 2 and 10. And what's the example of how this place isn't our rest? Well, first off, anytime you got to wake up to an alarm clock, you ain't doing too much resting. If you have to wake up to an alarm clock to do some type of work or labor, that's not rest. That's distress. That's frustration. Because you know that if you had a choice not to work, we all wouldn't work. We don't like doing it. We're Israelites. The scripture says in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, that the whole world was created for our sakes. So really, we're not supposed to be working. And these nations, these heathen, were created to work for us. See, that's part of their purpose, which is to serve us. So the whole world was made for our sakes. So we ain't supposed to be working. So that's a vexation, having to do so. So this is definitely not our rest. You got Jake that think America is their resting place, as if America is the place given to them for them to achieve rest. Of course not. Of course not. Our resting place is the land of Israel. That's the land that was promised to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and filters on down to us, the descendants of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel. Okay? And that rest is going to come when? In the kingdom of heaven. Definitely not on this side. So one day in the kingdom is better than 1,000 of our best days, even on this side. So just how magnificent is that kingdom going to be? It's the same kingdom that the disciples were inquiring of, when they said, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom unto Israel? Because they were in the spirit of hastening the day. Wanting Esau to get booted out of power and for the kingdom to be established. And that's we hold the same sentiment. Just like John in the book of Revelation, the 22nd chapter, and the final, the second to last verse, it says, he which testifieth these things saith, surely I come quickly. even so come Lord Yahawashi. Yeah, we want Yahawashi to return. Because as soon as he returns, all of our problems gets booted away. All of our problems will cease to exist. He's coming back to fix everything that's wrong with us. Everything that's frustrating us, Yahawashi is coming back to fix. Okay, everything that we're lacking, anything that we desire, he's coming back to give it to us. You see? So just one day in the kingdom. You know, hey, a lot of times, you know, if I'm at the plantation or if I'm having a bad day, I'll just think about how I want my palace to be, how I want my throne room to be. Because, hey, we can have thrones. We're going to have planets. So, hey, you know, you get to imagine how you want your throne, how you want your living quarters to look, you know, what you want to do to your slaves. Oh, man. Then the entertainment, you know, you have to think about how you want to be entertained. Like in these different movies about the ancient world, there's always not always, but sometimes they show you the king in his throne room, and he will have heathen women coming around about him, you know, or rather in front of the king dancing, you know, and anyone that the king wants, he'll be like, okay, I like you. So, hey, you know, that's how it's going to be. So hey, we're going to have things like that going on, but even more magnificent than that. So, you know, that kingdom is going to be well worth the wait. You got the saying, the things worth waiting for are going to be worth the wait, however you say it. You know, I hope I said that properly. But it's definitely going to be worth the wait. Now, in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter says that the present sufferings are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So what we're going through now is nothing compared to what Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to give us. That's why the scriptures say that this light affliction, which is but for a moment, right, is not will be rewarded. You know, roughly paraphrasing the scripture, it's in 2 Corinthians 4. For some reason, I can't word it properly. You know, this light affliction that we're going through, which is the hell, the suffering, you know, it's not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. I think that's what it says. You know, which is what? The kingdom of heaven. So what we're going through is just a light affliction. Light, not because what we're going through as if it's not, you know, as if it doesn't suck, as if it doesn't get hard, but light meaning compared to what we're going to get is going to be like nothing. Okay, and that shows you that Apostle Paul was a Jake, right? Because what does Jake say? Oh, that was light. That was light. What did Apostle Paul call this hell that we go through? A light affliction. Because compared to what we're going to get, this is nothing. The hell that we go through is nothing compared to what Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to give us at the end of this thing. You see? So that's something to meditate on. A day in thy courts are better than 1,000. One day in the kingdom where you got your feet kicked up, all right? You don't have to worry about the oppressor, which, by the way, once Esau gets taken down this time, he ain't coming out of that state and taking over again. That'll never happen. Scripture say affliction shall not rise again the second time. So after Esau gets booted out of power this time, that's it. That's the end-all, be-all for him. Okay, he's just going to serve out his slavery, then he's going to get Obadiah 18, and that'll be the end. Okay? So you're not going to have to worry about that. You're not going to have to worry about working. No more chemtrails. You're going to be able to eat real food, non-GMO food. You're going to have real clothing on, not clothing that's 50% cotton, 50% polyester. It's going to be 100% of whatever material that you so desire. Okay, having servants, slaves, handmaids, wives, children, planets, you know, dominion. These are the different things that we're going to get, which we definitely don't have on this side. And that's why from time to time the apostles said, brothers said, this kingdom is really whack, you know, because you can't do a lot of the things that you would be able to do in the ancient world. That was just seen as being regular. Like having land. Having land on this side, people look at, oh, wow, you got land. But in the ancient world, that was just a common thing for someone to have land, you know, that they live on and having livestock. Like if you tell somebody, I own 10 cows, they'll look at you sideways like, huh? Wait, what? You know, but in the ancient world, that was just normal. You, like, if you wanted to feast, you would be able to see the animals that you were about to eat before they'd be slaughtered and cooked. But now we got to go to the supermarket. We don't know what's in it. You see, so this is a terrible kingdom compared to, which is not even, it can't even be compared to our kingdom in any way, shape, or form. But even in the ancient world, things are better off than they are now. You didn't have to worry about chemicals in your food, and you didn't have to worry about that. So most definitely, one day in the kingdom is going to be better than 1,000 of our best days on this side. All praises, honors, and glories be unto YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASAH. Double honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Milestone. They're doing it well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect, the awful elected, the 1/3. With that being said, Shalom. RAWCHAA, Akim, the fiercest is that listen. Shalom for now.